Hello, I'm Eden.
My first name is Jesús, last name Lopez.
Preston Rolls.
Katrina Walters.
Mika Medina.
Ethan Rink.
Maha Qadri.
My name is Brendan Thomas.
Glaze is an Austin-based creative zine.
Full of creative people and just a creative group making sick art, and I think it's just amazing that we get to get together and do that.
We do that by doing different concept shoots and holding different events and everything. There's a big team of managing editors that do a great job at leading us together to do that.
To me, immediately I think of community.
It's a team of photographers, makeup artists, graphic designers, stylists, and a whole bunch of other creatives, and we come together and we make beautiful magazines together.
A bunch of people that are from all kinds of age ranges and all different walks of life, all different styles.
Glaze is legacy, it's leaving something behind, and it's powerful.
I'm a stylist and I'm also a model.
So I am currently Glaze's production director. So that entails basically a bunch of little side projects that we want to do to expand, kind of like this video series, kind of helping out in any way I can. It's very like multifaceted role.
My role in Glaze, I am a stylist and I also do model for Glaze.
I am director of photography for Glaze currently.
I am a stylist and a model for Glaze.
I am a model and writer this year.
I'm a photographer for Glaze.
I am the director of community outreach. I've been a part of Glaze since spring 2021.
I've been in Glaze for 5 issues now. Don't know how long that is, maybe like 2-3 years.
I've been in Glaze for 3 years, kind of late 2020 was when I got started.
It'll be like a year since 2 issues, like semester. Yeah, a year now almost.
This is my second issue with Glaze as a stylist. I also did work on a prior issue as like extra stylist for jewelry too. So kind of my third issue.
So this is my second issue with Glaze. So just only a year because I've, 2 semesters, so.
I think this is my third issue. So a year, a little over a year.
I've been in Glaze for 3 years now. This is like my 5th issue maybe? I might be wrong, it might be 2 years.
I was in another org in college that was purely for students, and I kind of heard about it because I wanted to do something outside of school when I graduated, and then people who were in Glaze and in the other org were kind of like, yo, you should join.
I was in Look magazine originally at Texas State, so I knew a lot of people. There was some crossover, so I was like, I'm gonna hop on over, and I love it. I'm so glad I did.
I saw Glaze work on Instagram, social media. I had friends that were involved, and finally I reached out to one of my friends and was like, what is this? It seems really cool. Is this something like a normie can do? Like, can anyone just do it? And she was like, well, hell yeah, like, apply.
I heard about Glaze through a mutual friend. I worked with them on a film when I was in college. I went to Sam Houston and they modeled. And then through that, I found their Instagram page. And then after that, I got Ash. She is director right now of social media, and we got together and applied, and then it's been just history after that.
My cousin Mariam, who also goes by Mars, was part of the very beginnings of Glaze. So whenever I would come visit her back when we were both in college, she would show me the latest issue and I would critique the hell out of it. Eventually I just nitpicked so much, she just said, maybe you should join and like maybe help us. That's how I became a part of the team. We are a big community of artists here at Glaze. We wanted to make sure that Glaze was a part of the greater Austin community as well. And so community outreach was started so that way we can reach out into the whole Austin community and support issues that Glaze is really passionate about. We have a whole team of members who come together and we do things like community interviews that are then published on our website. And we also pick a grassroots organization in Austin at the end of every season to donate our proceeds to, which that project is called GlazeX Grassroots.
For some reason, when I think of when I first started for the Halcyon issue, Isabella Martinez, she is a makeup artist that worked on that shoot, and she made these like custom lashes for the shoot, and they had like bird feathers, and it was just like, I had never seen editorial makeup like that. I remember it was so windy, and we shot at like this beach. The models were having a hard time. Just like obviously trying to model at the same time and adjusting that. It was a sense of like everybody trying to get the shot, and we all huddled across like all the models, and we're trying to like help Isa put on the lash back on, and just like we all were just trying our hardest to get the shot. And then again, it made the cover, and none of us thought, you know, with the intent. Obviously we want it to be the best it can, but we weren't thinking like, oh, this is gonna get covered. It just makes those little moments just very memorable, because you never know what's gonna happen, and then, you know, great things happen after that.
This is a good one. My favorite Glaze memory was a market that we held. Again, out of nowhere, they were like, hey, you want to sell at this market? And I had never taken my creations outside of my room before, and the community was so supportive, and I met so many fun people. I feel like at the party sometimes we're too busy like dancing and having a good time, and then shoots are obviously like shoots. So this was a very new way of meeting people, and it was just so nice.
My favorite Glaze memory has probably been last season's release party. I got to choose a member of my team to make the speech to announce who Glaze was going to support with our end of year proceeds. And she was an active member of the organization that we were supporting, and so it was amazing to give her that platform to be able to talk about her organization and why we were supporting them.
Oh, I like the Halloween party. I dressed up as a bong. I thought that was really fun. My costume was pretty cool, and I DIY'd it, so I just had to have a good time.
Glaze is like the only reason I'm creative. Glaze has definitely helped me see that like creativity is not so unachievable. I feel like there's something like really unapproachable about it when you're not in the space. But then the second you like get into it, like it's actually much more friendly and welcoming than you think.
And having a team and having some sense of like structure and turning in forms, and you know, it helped a lot just because it was easier. Like the shoot itself just went a lot more smoother.
My mind is always thinking about different fundraisers we can do, different ways we can support these different organizations that we really care about. I wouldn't have that push to really think more creatively about how to support these if I didn't have Glaze.
I'm honestly gonna have to go with my first shoot. It was just such a like new and beautiful experience. So it was opening a door for working with Glaze. And yeah, I just feel like this photo shoot was like, wow, that was really beautiful. I added all the jewelry. Both of our models had these beautiful crowns. Audrey went off on the hair and makeup. The hair and makeup looks so good.
So this is my favorite layout that I've done. I don't know, it just felt very like professional to me. I really liked how clean it was. Yeah, it just felt very like editorial to me. Like I would see this in like Vogue or something.
It's this like cave spider shoot we did. This is it. I really like this shoot a lot. I tried really hard on like the set design, and just I thought the team was really cool. I love like big teams, multiple models.
This was my first season with Glaze, or issue with Glaze, and it was my first time styling ever. And I had made garments for it, and that was the first time I had ever done that. And the models were just ate down their outfits, and they trusted the vision, which I really appreciated. And we shot in a cave, and the lighting was really awesome. Okay, it was this one, Flint.
I'm really liking this issue, honestly, Sovenance. The ideas are so dynamic. I don't know, it's just a cool issue, and there's a lot of diversity in like concepts.
I think Acacia is my favorite issue ever. I tend to like the fall issues because they're like a little bit darker and edgier, and I feel like very experimental. And I loved the shoots that I did for this one too. They were so fun.
Every latest issue that comes out is my favorite issue, so I would have to say Acacia. Like every issue we just get better and better, so the latest one is always my favorite.
Our last Halloween party at Cheer Up Charlie's was my favorite event. There were so many people that showed up and showed out. I love seeing Glaze members dress up and get their makeup all crazy, and You always know you're in a Glaze space when you see everybody around you doing the most, you know?
Definitely the launch party for Acrasia. Well, they had like swords followers, and I was ill in the audience in the best way. It was incredible, and so showing up to that and it being like drag, bands, people doing tricks, stapling stuff to their arms, I was like, okay, we're not messing around, like this is serious. And I just remember being there and screaming with everyone when the performers were like, you know, putting the sword down their throats. Like all of us were just so gagged, it was so fun.
Glaze is going places.
I could totally see it becoming like a huge publication that everyone's buying, like everyone in the city is excited for.
I would love to have like, you know, Glaze Studios be like a thing. I think it'd be so cool if we had like an actual space where all of our team could come and like do their work collaboratively together.
And to have a space for all of our artists to be able to express themselves, a free space for our members to use and utilize, and a space for the community to be able to utilize in the future as well.
I don't know where exactly, like just bigger things, I guess, bigger events and a bigger following.
And like everyone knows about it. That would be so much fun because I feel like there's so much talent that goes unnoticed.
I want to see them like go beyond and be able to be like seen on a more global scale, or not even global, just like bigger than Austin and bigger than Texas, I guess.
I think I just see it become bigger and, you know, like a bigger opportunity for creatives that are just starting and giving them like a shot, because again, I don't think I would be creatively where I'm at if it wasn't for that first like opportunity. Ash.
Mars.
Melina.
Preston.
Skylar.
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 Everyone.
Gossamer.
Gossamer for the win.
Probably Gossamer.
Bedlam.
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 Halcyon.
Halcyon.
Tamanna, it means desire in Urdu.
Phoenix.
Slaughter.
Transformational.
Intergalactic.
Verb.
Metamorphic.
Legacy.